So, yeah, I'm gonna attempt another video. Like I said, the intent of this is really more so for me to have a sounding board and to hear my own thoughts projected back at me. So honestly, I don't care what anybody else thinks. Um, well, I mean, creative criticism aside, I don't care. Um, one of these days, I'll take the time to go through some tutorials and figure out how to actually throw together a video. Um, Maybe do some animation or something. Might have to get my kid to help me. 11 years old and somehow knows more about video processing and creative endeavors on a computer than I do. And I've been in the computer industry for 20 years or more. So if you haven't noticed, there's a bunch of background noise. And despite my best efforts at denoising what's going on and my microphone, you're going to hear some 3D printer music in the background. It's printing a new rocket for my kid. He is into model rocketry at this current time, so we seem to be going through a few. But for about $1 of plastic and about 3 hours of electricity, I can print an entirely new fuselage for him. So he's all good. Just disregard the noise. Now, my video, my podcast, whatever the hell you want to call this thing. All right, I actually did a thing. Mostly ChatGPT did a thing, but I wanted to see what ChatGPT could do in terms of research on the topic of unions, because it does take a lot of legwork to read about historical significance of unions, and while I have done some, I just wanted to see what ChatGPT could do. And since it's free, and it is capable of correctly citing sources if you give it the correct prompts, and then specifically say don't use wiki links or wikipedia, it will actually throw together a halfway intelligible, not terrible script. So, overlooking some minor grammatical errors and a couple words that I'm pretty sure don't exist, I'm going to give it a whirl. Alright, so ChatGPT's thoughts on what unions could mean for the tech industry. In today's rapidly evolving world, technology jobs are not only driving innovation, but also shaping the very fabric of our society. These jobs are coveted, oftentimes, for their potential to revolutionize industries, yet they come with their own set of challenges. What if I told you there was a solution that could address these challenges while fostering a more equitable and empowered workforce? Welcome to our in-depth exploration of how unions could play a pivotal role in positively transforming the lives of people in the tech industry jobs of the U.S. To understand the potential of unions in a tech industry setting, we must first delve into the rich history of labor movements. From the early days of the Industrial Revolution to the triumphs of workers' rights movements. Let's try that one again. From the early days of the Industrial Revolution to the triumphs of worker rights movements, unions have a proven track record of advocating for fair treatment, safe working conditions, and reasonable compensation. The struggles and victories of the past serve as an inspiration for tech workers today who are seeking a collective voice in an ever-evolving landscape. The allure of technology jobs is undeniable. Innovative projects, lucrative salaries, and the promise of shaping the future. However, behind the scenes, and much more often, a different reality often unfolds. Long working hours, pervasive job insecurities, wage disparities, and the looming specter of burnout are just a few of the challenges faced by tech workers. The pressure to consistently innovate, or to constantly innovate, my bad, the pressure to constantly innovate and to produce can lead to an unhealthy work-life balance and with detrimental effects on mental and physical well-being of people. The power of unions lies in their ability to provide collective bargaining, a mechanism through which workers can negotiate with their employers for improved working conditions, fairer wages, and more compensation in the form of benefits. Unions empower workers to come together and address concerns that might otherwise go unheard if that might otherwise go unheard in a competitive and rapidly changing industry. By forming a unified front, tech workers can advocate for changes that lead to a healthier work-life balance, reduces stress, and enhance job security. Let's consider a real-world example to illustrate the impact of unions in the tech sector. Imagine a fictional tech company, let's call it Tech. After facing issues to the long hours and limited benefits, its workers decided to unionize. As a result, they successfully negotiated for better working conditions, including flexible hours, improved health benefits, and beyond the personal benefits, this unionization has helped influence a company culture, leading to more collaborative and inclusive working environment. Critics of the unions, man, grammatical mistakes be damned. Critics of unions in the tech industry and in general often raise concerns about how potential negative impacts on innovation and flexibility can arise. They worry that unionization might lead to a bureaucratic hurdle or series of hurdles, stifling the rapid pace of technological advancements. However, history has shown that unions and innovation can coexist happily. The key lies in finding a balance that preserves both the workers' rights and the industry's dynamism. I'm not sure if I know what that word is. Dynamics, maybe? Okay, anyway, moving on. Unions in the tech Unions in the tech industry can extend their influence beyond traditional work-related concerns. This is something I haven't actually thought of, and this is my note, not ChatGPT's. Something that's worth mentioning is that if there's any truth to this, this might be the way to counter big data. And it is concerning to me that I can go to Walmart and buy something and then come home and get like 15 different advertisements and different platforms and emails and just like randomly surfing a website, and now I'm seeing that product. Now, a lot of times people consider that or pass it off as it just happens to be something that you recently did and now you have it in your mind. But studies have shown that it is not the case, that it is actually the case that your receipt and the data that it contains, like what you purchased and for how much and from where, is crunched and included in your little blurb about you that gets passed around. So we've also known that there was several studies that were done, a few with scientific method and a few without, that lean more into the anecdotal evidence that people talking in front of Alexa and Google have heard, these devices have heard what they're talking about, and then before they get a chance to purchase it, they're seeing advertisements on their smart TVs or on their smart refrigerator in a couple of cases, on their apps, etc. So it's definitely important. So back to the GPT bullshit. Unions in the tech industry can extend their influence beyond traditional work-related concerns. They have the potential to advocate for policies that address the ethical dimensions of technology, such as data privacy and responsible AI development. It could help keep sentient AI from devouring us all. That'd be cool. That's also a side note. Additionally, unions can play a role in promoting diversity and inclusion within tech companies, fostering an environment that reflects the broader environment of our society. That is a goof on their behalf. Fostering an environment that reflects the broader society. Okay. While the potential benefits of tech unions are compelling, the road to unionization is not without its own challenges. Many tech companies are straight up resistant to the idea, fearing disruptions to their operations and established practices. Overcoming these roadblocks requires solidarity among the employees, strategic planning, and clear understanding of the potential long-term gains, which are many. As we contemplate the future of work in the tech industry, one thing is clear: the voices of those driving innovation deserve to be heard and respected. Unions offer a path towards a more equitable distribution of the benefits and the burdens of the tech world. By standing together, tech workers have the potential to shape a future where groundbreaking innovation coexists harmoniously with fair treatment and respect for their well-being. The conversation about unions in the tech industry is ongoing and multifaceted. The experience of tech workers, the policies of the companies, and the broader societal context all play a role in shaping this discourse. We encourage you to delve deeper into this topic, engage in discussion, ask questions, and consider the potential positive impacts of unions on the lives of those who are shaping our digital frontier. Not terrible. And while my prompt for this particular, whatever you want to call it, was almost as many words as the 3,000 word essay, it took a while to get ChatGPT to realize that I did not want it to use wiki and false websites similar to Wikipedia. Hold on, Wikipedia is great, but you don't want to use it for like your only sources, and that was what was happening. It was a lot of wiki websites with the word wiki, Wikipedia, Wiki Exchange, Wiki Who. I don't want that in a video, because then people are just going to be like, you're just making up facts, or you're just reading Wikipedia. No, mother effer, I am letting ChatGPT read it. Anyway, I just thought it was kind of neat. I wanted to try it. It does bring up that really good point, that like, if you want ethical use of data, I don't have a problem with data being collected anonymously, but that's not exactly what happens. Some cases, yeah, like for instance demographics, that's pretty anonymous. But if company A is sharing your, I don't know, age, your sex, and your height, and company B is I don't know, sharing your weight, your salary, and your I don't know, something else, race or something. I don't know. Did I say that already? After so many data points are collected, you can actually refer back, and there are ways to reassemble that data, and that has been done, that can track individuals. Now, that's kind of what big government does with the data, and big data and big government, or big brother, has a pipeline. There's a whole thing between them. So like, while we do have legitimate laws on the books, and they do serve in some cases legitimate reasons to exist, they could and have been used inappropriately in the past. There was a story that exposed a group of people in a data collection center that was accessing people's pictures and looking at nudes and stuff that people take. I mean, first off, why would you use your camera to take nudes? Anyway, it is kind of alarming. There's also cases that have happened, although they might be more one-off, of like cameras being able to be turned on in the background, and microphones being able to be turned on in the background, and snippets of your conversations and stuff being sent here or there. That might be more in the malware realm than it is in big data realm, But the point remains, that is a good point. Like how new technology that's ever evolving, that's collecting more and more data and faster and faster, and how that could be used needs to be controlled, at least in no small part, by the people whose data it is and by the people who are creating these mechanisms. So, like, I think that's wonderful that that brought that up. It actually surprises me. Another thing is, like, in general, like, I don't know. I forgot my point. See, that's what happens when you try to do this shit at 2 a.m. on a half cup of coffee that's diesel. You know, it's like low sulfur diesel over here. Anyway, um, this is long enough. I think I'm going to stop it here because I don't know what the hell I'm doing. But, you know, as far as hearing myself talk, I guess I scored that one. Check, please. So, like, yeah, stopping.